I
That's
love
not
this guy. All
that's not
right, in
nice.
the Super Bowl, we have a very interesting matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, is on a 10-year contract for $450 million. Brock Purdy is on a rookie deal worth $3.7 million. You will never get a discrepancy like this ever again in the history of
Yeah, it's
football.
true.
It will never happen. That is a guarantee. One is a $450 million man. The other is $3.7 million. Now, mind you, I would not mind $3.7 million. Me and my wife and kids will do just fine with that. Shoot, we're going to Bora Bora if we got that. But it is going to be a great game. We have the best two teams in the Super Bowl. This is the best two teams right now. They're the hottest teams. They're both well coached. Guys, great defenses. Great defenses. San Francisco has an incredible offense. And what's wild is Kansas City, during the season, their offense was, I think, 12th on the season, but they're in the Super Bowl. They're in the Super Bowl right now. And Patrick Mahomes is hot. Each team is hot. Let's talk about it. Super Bowl predictions, guys. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'll go. All right, so my prediction, Chiefs versus 49ers. The Chiefs, they will limit the 49ers offensive attack, just like how, if you remember a few weeks ago, how the Ravens held them in check a few weeks back. But the offense will also be able to move the ball on the 49ers. A stat about Mahomes in the postseason that's really interesting. So among quarterbacks all time in the playoffs with at least 10 or more stats, quarterbacks all time to play at least 10 or more stats, Mahomes is ranked first overall in win percentage, total yards, passer rating, completion percentage, and touchdown interception ratio.
Wait. You said win percentage and what? In Super
Oh,
Bowl?
wait. Can I give a disclaimer? We did say before we started recording that if the name Tom Brady is mentioned, Olu will go on mute. So that is one thing I will say. Disclaimer, because I can see it in Olu's face. He's got that disgust look.
These are facts, Olu.
No,
First
but
time,
I know,
all
but what?
time. Oh, okay, so it's in
Let
win
the man finish, Olu. Let the man
I
finish.
missed it. He said it already. What's the first thing he said?
win percentage 82.4.
In what? In Super Bowl playoffs?
This is postseason, which
Okay.
also includes Super Bowl 82.4. Passer rating 106.3. Completion percentage 67.4. 39 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. And then averaging about total yards. I have 309, but that doesn't make sense. But he's first overall when it comes to those particular stats with 10 or more starts for a starting quarterback. So let's see. So based on all that, let's see if the math is actually mathing right. The Ravens, remember, the Ravens beat the 49ers. The Chiefs beat the Ravens. Does that mean the Chiefs will beat the 49ers?
Oh, come on.
Yes. The math is
I
mathing,
don't know
yes.
if that means that, but
I predict the
mean-
Chiefs defense stands tall. We'll pull the surge of the 49ers because they're not going to lie down easily. And the Chiefs win overall 27-20 against the 49ers.
Okay.
All right, so first pick is Chiefs over the Niners 27-20. Okay.
Yep.
I'll go
27-20.
real quick. I am so happy that we got this Super Bowl because I really do think these are the two best teams at this point in the year. We thought the Ravens coming out of the AFC, they were the best team in the AFC on every statistical category that matters. But in the postseason, the Chiefs have hit their stride. And once you get into the playoffs, it's the quarterbacks that make the difference. And that's what we've seen. Mahomes made the difference in all three of those games. And Purdy made the difference against Green Bay and against Detroit. So we're seeing two teams that are both on a roll. They're both hot, great defenses, which is amazing. I love to see that in the era of just all offense, it seems, in the NFL. We've got the second and third overall defense playing each other. Is that what we said, right? Something like that. So two top three defenses, two quarterbacks who have been getting it done in the playoffs. But I do think what it will come down to is Mahomes versus Purdy because so many other things will be equal. The defense, the offensive line, the tight end, the running game. San Francisco has the advantage in the running back room and the wide receiver room. Tight end, Kansas City has the advantage. I think it's going to come down to Mahomes Purdy. I give the edge to Mahomes, no question. I'm going to call it a little bit closer than Shed, and I think we see some more scoring. So I would say Chiefs 31, Niners 28. That is my prediction.
31-28?
Chiefs, yep.
That's very believable. Olu, what about you, man? Talk. Why don't you? This is not what Olu wanted to see.
Yeah, this game is giving me a lot of stress right now. I'm not easily stressed, but okay. My head is definitely okay. Definitely the
My.
Chiefs, the Chiefs definitely are going to win, quote unquote. They are. However, when I really think about it and break it down, my heart, not my head, my heart. Like, okay, let me. There was a key time when the Detroit were killing the 49ers defense. I saw the determination in what's his name, the Fred
Purdy.
Warner. Fred Warner. He was
Oh.
in the he was in the in the linebacker position, communicating with everybody. He was determined to stop this game and turn it around. He was communicating. He was emphatic. He was determined. That look, I was like, wow, okay. In my mind, I'm like, yo, you guys are done. You're lost. He was like, no, like calling plays and putting everybody in position. And I was like, whoa. Now seeing that at one, I was like, okay, they got a dog in them. Purdy, the way he played, McCaffrey had a lot of juice. Like I'm going for it. I'm not losing this game. He was going hard. Like they were stopping him. He was like, no, I'm not. Who else? Who else was this? Ayuk was doing Ayuk things. Like Ayuk was making catches you should not have caught. There was no way he should have just like Kelsey did, to be honest. Kelsey did that too. So Ayuk was making plays that was not there to be made. He was doing it. So they were all on board. So I look at all that, and then I look at Shanahan, like, bro, there's no way Shanahan can afford to lose this game. Like, I'm expecting him to call his pops and say, yo, dad, let's go in the bag. Like, let's go back to your Bronco days. Let's go get other running plays. Like, let me put all my genius together. And I can see Bosa has been here before against Mahomes. Kittle has been there before. Across from him stands Kelsey. I will not be outplayed by Kelsey. I will be the top dog tight end in this game. I can see him blocking his mind. We're not letting Chris Jones wreck this game. Number one. So I'm just seeing the Avengers on every level. They're like coming out, where Captain America is like right here and tighten his shield and say, Avengers, assemble. So
So what's your prediction? What's your final score?
Where are you going?
be quiet, Matt. Matt, be quiet. I don't care if you zone out. You can fall asleep all like you. Anyway, pay attention. I'm talking. All right. So so I can see everything. So ultimately, I would say Mahomes loses his second Super Bowl. Okay?
What's the
Mahomes loses.
score?
I don't care about the scores. I don't do scores.
Well, you predicted a Ravens blowout. You said it's
Okay,
going to be
I
a
was wrong.
blowout.
All right. I was
17
wrong.
to 10.
No, I'm not giving you a score. I'm saying Mahomes loses. That's it. That's all I got for
This
you. I don't know the
is
score.
the same guy who predicted the Chiefs to lose every single round leading up to this game.
That's fine too. That's fine.
You're just like Lee Corso on College Game Day. Like he's wrong all the time.
Okay, but guess what? I know I'm not gonna be wrong now. I'll tell you that.
Bro,
I'm
you were
gonna do-
crowning Lamar Jackson the Super Bowl MVP of this past season already. You were like,
yeah.
it's gonna happen. He's the Super Bowl MVP.
Okay. Are we? Are
And
we?
then his resume will be as good as
Are
Patrick Mahomes' is.
are we predicting last 2 games, or we're predicting the Super Bowl? What are we doing?
We are calling you to account for past
No.
promises.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we making predictions or no?
Yes. Go ahead. Olu. We're making prediction. What's your prediction? So
My
you're saying
No, no. Olu, is
uh,
that really your prediction, or is that just what you want to happen? Like,
my
what is your?
I literally just made a whole soliloquy about
At
my
the very beginning, you said the Chiefs are winning, and then at the very end, you said the
yeah,
Chiefs
because
are losing.
I broke it down, guys. My prediction is the Chiefs lose, and that's it. And if they lose, and we come back to this platform, I am laying everybody out. Just so you know. Oh,
I love how you said at the
bro,
very beginning the Chiefs are going to win this game, and then at the very end you said the Chiefs are not going to win. I wish we could like edit and like see that, but I think again at the beginning of the season, if someone were to say the Super Bowl would be the Chiefs and the 49ers, we'd say that's believable, and here we are, the Chiefs and the 49ers. We have two great offenses, two great defenses, two very well coached and led teams. The only thing I don't want to see this game is Taylor Swift in the sweet box. That's what I do not want to see. I do not
sorry,
care
you will
for
see
Taylor
that.
Swift. But something tells me every time Travis Kelce touches the ball, they're going to show Taylor Swift. Because there's going to be a lot of people watching this game who know nothing about football, who care nothing about football, but they know about Taylor Swift, and they want to see Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift's boyfriend is playing in the Super Bowl. But I think the Chiefs will win this game. I really do. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is tough to stop. The Chiefs are not making mistakes. And if they get ahead, they will not do what the Detroit Lions did. They won't shoot themselves in the foot like the Detroit Lions did. I think last year Patrick Mahomes showed us that, hey, even if you have a broken ankle or a busted knee or whatever it is, shoot, he's going to come back with that go-go juice and just come out in the second half and ball on them. And I think the Chiefs will win this game. I think it'll be good. I'm not saying that it will be a blowout. No, it'll definitely be definitely be good. We also know there's an NFL game script. I don't think they're going to allow a blowout in the Super Bowl. So I definitely could see it going.
Whoa, conspiracy theory? We're buying into the conspiracies now?
Oh, absolutely. There's a game script, man. Everyone knows this. Come on now. Everyone knows this. But I can't say that too loud, or else we'll get canceled. But no, I definitely see it. 27-20. Wow, 27-21? I can see that. 27-21?
Okay. Only 3 scores.
27-21.
Only 3 scores for the Niners.
Yeah.
All right.
27-20.
Okay.
27-20 or 27-21. It'll be within a touchdown. It will be a one-score game at the end of it. That's what I can stand by that. It'll be a one-score game. I think it'll be close.
it was hard, Will, to see the Ravens only score twice,
Yeah.
right? So it's, yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like it should happen, but with 2 weeks to prepare, keep in mind too, you have 2 weeks to prepare. Defenses will be up and ratcheting. These games with good defenses typically tend to stick out more when there's a lot more time.
Defense wins championships.
Yep.
But these two defenses are so, it's not like, this isn't like when Denver played Seattle in the Super Bowl and you had this juggernaut offense. I'm talking Peyton Manning versus the Legion of Boom. And you have this juggernaut offense with a mediocre defense versus this incredible defense with an above average offense. And that game was a blowout in the Super Bowl. Blowout when Seattle beat Denver. This isn't that. You have two very good defenses and two very good offenses. I just think at the end of the day, it's going to come down to who's the better quarterback.
I can't wait to come back and say, yo, I told you. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Olu, do you want us to tell you that for the last 3 weeks of your predictions?
Exactly. I was about to say, do you want us to say that to you for every single time?
3 times we told you so. 3 weeks in a row.
The Chiefs are going to be one and done. Guaranteed. One and done.
This will be the ultimate I told you so.
No, this is what it was. The Chiefs will be one and done. Then it was Patrick Mahomes can't win away, and they're playing in Buffalo. And then it was, Ravens blowout. So confident.
Lamar Jackson will be the Super Bowl MVP. It's done. He will be the MVP.
If Lamar Jackson wins this one title, he will be in Patrick Mahomes' class.
No, it wasn't if. It was after he wins this one title.
Those were not my worst takes, actually, believe it or not. Do you want to know what my worst take is? So, like in the fantasy group we're part of, I called out a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I said to him, "Do you know who this is?" And I showed him a picture of Kyle Hamilton, and said, "Well, if you don't know him, get used to his face. You're going. This is the guy that we shut Kelsey all the way down." And then the game starts. The first touchdown was Kelsey on Hamilton.
Hamilton's looking around like, what? He's like, what? How do you do this? How am I supposed to guard this?
I was like, well, but that was such a vet move they did over there, because they know if they had thrown it regularly, he would have defended it. So Mahomes threw it low, and Kelsey went low. I was like, nicely played. That was well played.
That play was beautiful.
That was well played.
Here's a question I have for you guys. Travis Kelce, how many catches does he get this game?
He gets quite a few. He gets a lot. He gets
So Matt, you said that the Niners have the best linebackers. I'm not so sure. So Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw versus Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, it's comparable, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
And the Niners do not have a safety like Kyle Hamilton. Okay, because Kyle Hamilton is perfect for defending tight ends. I could see Kelsey getting 12.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say at least 10.
But that's the thing, though. But that's the thing, because Ravens were comfortable with Hamilton one-on-one with Kelsey. But the problem is, you should never leave Kelsey one-on-one by himself. So because they don't have that, then they will double Kelsey. So that was the problem. They got confident. Obviously Hamilton can cover him. So and also Fred Warner is better than Roquan Smith. Fred Warner is the best linebacker in the NFL. Like, this man is incredible.
He's a better coverage. He's a better coverage linebacker for sure. Yes.
Yeah. So they got
how many touches do you guys think McCaffrey gets?
Oh, come on now. Like,
touches overall? What?
Touches overall, like 25? How many touches do you think he gets?
20, 22, 23.
I could see 30. 30 is within reach.
No,
yes,
30 touches?
He will get as many as he needs, as many as needed.
Yes. Fact.
I guess I can't see him going over 25 touches. I mean, this past weekend he had 23?
24 total. 4 catches and 20 carries. Total? Yeah.
I can see 25. Tops. You think 30? 30 touches?
30 is within reach. That is absolutely within reach. Yeah. That's only 6 more than he just got.
Especially, they could go overtime as well. Overtime is still within.
Like, if McCaffrey during the regular season could get 7-8 receptions in a game easy.
If you're Shanahan, to Olu's point, I agree. You double Kelsey.
Yeah.
You defensively double Kelsey. You force the other guys. You said, okay, this Super Bowl, if we lose, we're not going to lose with Kelsey eating us up. So you force the other guys.
No. You might want to cover. You might want to pay a lot of attention to number 4.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Rashid Rice.
You can't do both, right? You can't double Kelsey and Rashid Rice. You have to pick your poison. So you would double Kelsey, hope your guys can shut down Rice, and then offensively, I think somebody was saying you feed McCaffrey. Like you said, okay, we're going to win this game. We have to ride McCaffrey's back to a Super Bowl victory. That's what you dump it off to him. McCaffrey and Debo. Debo with some slot returns, some quick passes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think also. I think in order for you to win the game, yes, you double Kelsey, you one-on-one on Rashid Rice, and ultimately your front 4 has to bring it home. Just like pretty much the Tampa Bay game plan, you have to beat up that offense. And also, I think very. What side does what's his name play? Bosa. Is he on the right or the left? He
They
does. He
they
plays
move him
right.
they move him around. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, you want to. I don't know why Raven didn't exploit this. You absolutely want to put Bosa on Donovan Smith, and here's the reason why. Number one, he will beat Donovan Smith. Number two, Donovan Smith is prone to offense. I mean, sorry, penalties, holding, false starts. I don't know why Ravens never what's it called exploited that. If you put Bosa on Donovan Smith and Bosa goes after him early, he's gonna put Donovan Smith in the place of defense where he either jumps too quick, he either holds Bosa. So I feel like that's somewhere they want to exploit. I don't know why Ravens did not exploit that. Donovan Smith did not give up a single foul. I was like, what in the world's going on? This man fouls all the time. All the time. He's been doing that his whole career.
So what I'm going to do, since we all made our predictions, I'm just going to go over some Vegas stats, and I want to hear you guys over and under. Okay, we don't need to deliberate, we don't need to debate because we're running out of time here. But they have Patrick Mahomes at. Actually, okay, Patrick Mahomes. I'll just do some interesting ones. 25.5 rush yards, over or under?
Over.
25.5.
Over.
Because in these situations he runs more than he would in regular season.
Brock Purdy. How about this one? Brock Purdy, 1.5 touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah,
Over.
Over?
Under.
Absolutely.
Over.
Under?
Under.
Okay. How about this one? Isaiah Pacheco, 70.5 rush yards.
Under.
I'll say over.
Over.
Under.
They're gonna run.
Under.
Over.
Yeah, if the game script, if they're winning, they're gonna keep running. All right, here we go. Christian McCaffrey. This is the one you guys want. 131.5 total yards.
Over.
131.5 total yards.
Over.
They have him at 92.5 rush yards and 36.5 receiving yards.
Over.
They also have him at 23.5 touches.
Over. Over. They're gonna use
over
it.
On both.
Yeah.
Here's the interesting ones. Here's the most interesting ones I'll give you guys. Rashee Rice, 6.5 catches.
Over.
Under.
Nah, that was a lot. No, under. Nah.
Okay.
Not under.
Here's a good one. Travis Kelce, 7 catches. Over or under?
Over.
Let me see.
They're gonna force feed him even in double coverage.
Yeah, I would say over for that.
Under.
Over.
All right, how about this? Brandon Ayuk, 62.5 receiving yards.
Under.
Ooh.
No, wait.
Over.
Let me.
I would say the over.
Purdy likes Ayuk.
Yeah, but in the last game, he had 60-something yards, and 40 of them were on that crazy catch. Without that, he has like 20 yards.
Under. The reason why I say under is because they're gonna have Snead on them 1-on-1, and Snead is no joke.
All right, here we go. This is an interesting one. And again, I'm just taking one stat category, so I could have done receptions, receiving yards, rush yards, all that kind of stuff. Rush attempts. How about Deebo Samuel? 13.5 rush yards.
Oh, over. Are you kidding me?
Rush yards.
Over.
And the last one, we'll round it out with this. Everyone's favorite running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 6.5 receiving yards. Over or under?
Under. They do not. They don't trust that man. They don't trust him.
Under.
Anyways, so overall, 3 out of 4 of us think the Kansas City Chiefs will win. Olu is torn, controversial.
Guess what? Hashtag. Guess what I'm about to say. You ready? 3 words.
We never know what you're going to say.
No, you know. 3 words.
Shock the world.
Shock the world. Thank you.
We'll see who shocks the world when we get this game going. The Super Bowl is bound to be exciting. Thank you so much for keeping us relevant. Thank you so much for being a part of the huddle. Next time we come back, we will be having a Super Bowl recap. Stay tuned for the offseason. We have lots of fun stuff coming your way. Your hosts, Shed, Olu, Will, and Matt. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.
great.